My dad has been a very, very, very avid bird watcher since forever since I could remember, honestly. I know there was times in the car when he was driving me to school where he'd look into the distance and all I can see is a blob and he'll be like, no, that's a grey bellied hawk. I'm sure that doesn't exist, but that's what it felt like to me. And he's just always been so good at it, but also just so interested. I mean, on a weekend where all I want to do is stay at home and rest, he'd be like, okay, he's going to Pokot or Moyale or the most obscure place ever because there's one specific type of bird that he's looking for and he wouldn't stop until he got it. I think it's really cool.
Getting to 1,000 birds, which is a tenth of all the birds in the world in one country, happens in some countries, but not many. I mean, that chance is only available in South America, and as we've just proven, in Kenya. So my friends and I, we decided that we were going to look for birds and attempt to get 1,000 birds of Kenya. And Pete, Adrian, Angela, we've spent so much time trying to get birds, and we've been to some of the most amazing locations in this country.
I've invented a new game. It's a new ball game. Here we go. I've got a new game.
One of my most memorable sightings as a youth, I think I was about 14 years old, and I was birding in the forest behind one of the hotels in Diani, and I found an African pigeon.
Oh.
And it was very confiding. It was 3 more meters away from me and just going about its business. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the heat of the day, right next to the track. And it was an incredible, because I'd looked at this bird in the book many times because it was such a phenomenal looking bird, obviously, and dreamed about it and never expected to come across one. By pure chance, I came across it, and then I left the bird at the time. I ran back to the hotel and 10 minutes running. I grabbed my mom and my brother, dragged them back out there, and we went back out and the bird was still there at the side of the track, and we all saw it. And so it was not just a notable birding moment, but a notable moment to share with family.
Oh,
So that was one of mine. And I actually wrote that sighting up for a short note in Scotland, 1993.
Trying to beat that magic number of 1,000. Initially, when we started, and we talked to a few people, and they said, "Now, if you see 900 birds in Kenya, you've done exceptionally well, because after that, you only add 1 bird, 901, 902, and that can easily take 10 years." So we really thought that why not give it a try? Now, Adrian is an astonishing bird watcher, and he birds by ear and by sight, and he's really quick, and that's his superpower. Pete is one of the most organized people that I know. He pre-plans, he arranges, he sorts, and really doesn't like it when people start debating stuff that you can't see, or hypothetical. So with Pete, when you're birding, it's always nice because he's the voice of reason, and it's like, no, we did see that. And then Angela has a superpower of seeing things that 200 meters away, she'll be like, look at that. It's an Abyssinian ground hornbill. And she did exactly that to us in Busia. We were driving at 50 kilometers an hour, and somewhere 200 meters away, she spotted a hornbill. That is us who, live in the country and really spend a lot of time in the country. But there's another set of birders who are really, really good. There's an older set. These are people who, like Fleur, who started the bird walks at the museums in 1971 and is still keeping strong. And then the people who've written some of the books that we normally use. And some of those are obviously a little older now. And then astonishing people like Brian Finch, who really knows this country inside out. And then there's another set, Stratton, Chege, guys who really, really know the birds on the ground. Within the local sites and even across Kenya, it's really hard to avoid mentioning people like Mwok, Jeff, who's my really good friend, and James Bradley. Do you have favorite places to bird in Kenya?
Well, as a kid, I always liked the coast, the south coast. Diani, we spent quite a lot of time in Msambweni. We had a place we used to go there. And some of the coastal places where I spent my birding years.
I tried to get into it a little so that we could bond, but I think the only bird that I have in my head is a Sistikona, just because I thought it sounded nice.
There's also another set of people who run tour farms, who've done quite a lot for the country, like Washington Washira. But as you can see, as you can easily tell, these are some of the best birders, and interacting with them, I've interacted with each and every of them. And Mustafa, not forgetting Mustafa, Adam Scott, some of these guys for sure quite legendary in terms of their knowledge of birds. So to get to see 1,000 birds of Kenya, you have to hang out with the right people. You have to go to the right places. There are different types of birds. There are birds that are in the oceans, quite deep in the oceans, and that's what we call pelagics. And then there are birds that are on the shores. There are birds at the top of the mountain that are very different to the birds that are in the deserts. So twitching, you can see my eyes bleary-eyed. The origins of twitching are quite interesting. So sometimes some guys wake up when it's really, really cold, they dressed poorly, they rained on, and then
they kind of twitch out of the cold. So 4-hour drive. Apparently I'm in the right place. I met the right guys. They've just passed by again. Yeah, Tyler's friends. That's so cool.
And just spending time in each of these locations allows you to tally up a big number of birds. So the concerted effort started maybe 5 years back, building up slowly across many trips towards 1,000 birds of Kenya. Initially, my family was quite excited, but then at some point, I think it got a little overwhelming for them, because they're like, "Oh, Dad, we don't want to go out with you. You'll just start watching birds again." Yeah, so I think my superpower is energy. Literally, when I focus on something, I think obsessing around it and really not stopping. So my superpower would be maybe the English word indefatigable. I don't know what that means, but I think that's what I bring to the team, which is just that relentless energy of you keep going and going, and when you have a target, you break it and set another target and move on. Yep. So that's as a summary.